Yo, what's up with it, y'all? It's JD Travelsthenix, and I'm back with another quick video. In today's video, we're going to touch on another growth law, and this growth law is going to be not stressing off things that are out of our control or things that we can't change. Now, before we get into the video, if you're interested in travel, fitness, overall growth content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can get updated every time I drop new content. All right, you guys, let's get back into the video. And when I talk about not stressing off of things that are out of our control, I want to break this video down into 3 different aspects. And the first aspect I want to touch on is on a personal level and just feeling comfortable in our own skin and not stressing off of things that we can't change physically about ourselves. Number one, we can't change certain things about our physical appearance, and we can't change certain things about who we are. We can't change our ethnicity. We can't change our race. We can't change our culture, what we actually come from. We were born on this planet a certain way. We didn't pick that. Everybody plays the cards that they're dealt. You know what I'm saying? So we can't trip off of that type of stuff. We can't trip off of what other people think of our race, our culture, our ethnicity, all these different things we can't stress off of. And another aspect of feeling comfortable in our own skin is just our physical appearance in itself. We can't change the fact that we might have a big nose. We can't change our height. We can't change certain physical characteristics about ourselves. So in that aspect, that's just something that eventually we need to get over. You know what I'm saying? There are certain things that we can do to optimize our appearance, and that's living a healthy lifestyle, fitness, things of that nature. But as far as certain things that are ingrained in us, I mean, it is what it is. Some people will like it, some people won't, and you just keep it moving like that. As far as physical appearance goes, and as far as, like, especially when it comes down into dating, one of my homeboys always used to say this, and it holds extremely true. He always used to say this when it comes down to women. He always say, I'm looking for who's looking for me. And that's something that ever since I heard him say that, that's what I go by too. I'm looking for who's looking for me. I'm not checking for somebody who's not checking for me. You feel me? That doesn't just go for trying to find a significant other. It also goes for people that we make friends with, people that we do business with, people that we associate with. Certain people are not gonna like you just because, and those type of people, you ain't never gonna be able to change their mind anyways. So just fuck with the people who do fuck with you. Mess with the people who will mess with you because of your character, not because of your physical appearance or your external appearance. Also, when it comes down to the physical tip, we don't always need to compare ourselves to other people. Just compare ourselves to ourselves. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. You know what I mean? So we should always be trying to get better each and every single day. And getting better means being better than we were yesterday, not being as good as the next person or being as good as the next person was yesterday. So stop with all the comparisons. No need to compare yourself to anybody else. They're who they are, you're who you are. Different characteristics that we can improve on ourselves is our physical fitness, our knowledge, our character. We can strive to be a better person each and every single day. We can strive to be more fit. We can strive to be a smarter person and a more learned person every single day. So these are things that we actually do have control over. And if you're actually focused on these things, you'll find that you don't really have time to be focusing on your imperfections as much as you would if you weren't focused on getting better and better. All right, guys, so the next aspect of not worrying about things that are out of our control would be the distractions that are set up by society. And those distractions might be political distractions, media distractions, things of that nature. I hear a lot of people complaining about Donald Trump 24/7. It's like they don't keep that man's name out of their mouth, and they don't realize how much power they're actually giving Donald Trump. And the power that they're giving Donald Trump is the fact that Donald Trump is distracting them from their vision. Donald Trump is distracting them from their purpose and their passions. You know what I mean? They could be working on their purpose, their vision, their passions, trying to win, but they're too busy worried about Donald Trump. Of course, we should all stay informed on what's going on in the media. And this isn't just a Donald Trump thing, it's anybody. It's any aspect of society that's taking control of your life. It could be the coronavirus. If you're sitting here worried about the coronavirus all day long and you're not living your life, then you're letting the coronavirus defeat you. And I'm not talking about people who have sick relatives, or I'm not talking about people who may have lost somebody due to the coronavirus, but I'm just talking about people who are just living in such fear of the coronavirus that they're not even willing to get out there and participate and get out there and get in the game, so to speak. And you don't even really need to be going out mixing and mingling with people in society in order to be living your life. You could be doing that on your own, just not paying attention to the news media. That's one thing that I make sure I don't have going on in my household, is I don't have too much news media, I don't have too much TV on in my house, and I don't have too much distractions in terms of political BS or in terms of just news in general. Just because most of the stuff that comes on the news is usually on the negative tip. All right, so the third aspect of not letting things distract you or not worrying about different things that is out of your control is we can't control other people. And this might be with a significant other, it might be with a family member, it might be with a friend. You can't worry about how other people conduct themselves so much that it distracts you from conducting yourself in an upright manner. Say for instance you're in a relationship with a young woman and you're worried about her cheating all the time. That worry and that fear of her cheating can possibly take over your whole existence to the point where you're not focused on your work, you're not focused on your side hustle, you're not focused on making money. All you're focused on is this thought that the girl could be stepping out on you, and she may or may not be doing so anyways. So why distract yourself? Why distract yourself from your overall mission by worrying about somebody else's conduct? And I understand you want to be wary of certain things with people who are in your life, but at the end of the day, what's done in the dark always comes to the light. And whenever people are doing things behind your back, eventually they always come out into the light and you'll find out anyways. And the same thing goes with your friends. You might think somebody's backstabbing you in terms of some friendship shit, or maybe even the same thing when it comes down to family members. You might be tripping on the way that your family's conducting themselves, or you might be tripping on the things that your family does or the things that your friends do. But at the end of the day, we can't stress off of what other people do. We have to stress off of what we do, and we don't even need to stress off it. We just need to be better and better each and every day. At the end of the day, the only people we have control over, and the only people that we have control over the way that they conduct themselves, is ourselves. So we can make sure that we're being the best possible human being that we can be, and in turn, when you put that type of energy out there, you're gonna get that energy back tenfold. That's just the laws of attraction. And one more thing, when it comes down to dealing with women or dealing with relationships in general, this could be vice versa, women dealing with men, men dealing with women, or whatever, is that you can't be sitting here stressing off of if they're gonna be interested in somebody else or not, because you don't own that person. I don't care if that's your wife, I don't care if it's your baby mama or anything like that. You don't have any ownership rights over another human being on this planet. They're gonna do whatever they choose to do on this planet. Now, when it comes down to being in a relationship with somebody, you don't have to choose to be in a relationship with somebody if they're not treating you right. But at the end of the day, let that come to light first. Don't make problems. Let that come to light first. Don't create problems that aren't there. Don't be that dude who's checking your woman's phone or always trying to look what she's text messaging, or trying to get her passcode to her phone so you can see who she's been talking to. That's an invasion of privacy. And the same thing for women. I have a rule when it comes down to women I deal with. The first time a girl goes through my shit, she's out of there, point blank, period. Any woman that goes through my phone, any woman who invades my personal space is out of there. I don't care if I was cheating or if I wasn't cheating. The fact of the matter is that you violated code. You violated my personal space. You violated, everybody has some things in their phones and some messages in their phones that they might have had with a close family member or a close friend that they don't want anybody else to see. That's what you call talking to people and messaging people who you confide in. It's completely out of bounds when somebody violates that breach of privacy. You feel me? But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. Just wanted to speak on tripping off of shit that's not in our control, just because last week I ended up, like I had said in a previous video, I went to a party and I was just talking to a few people, and it seemed like people tend to be worried about a bunch of shit that just doesn't have anything to do with themselves. They tend to compare themselves to other people all the time, and this is actually one of the reasons why I just keep such a super small circle anyways, because the people who I have in my circle don't really trip off of shit like that. But I guess sometimes it is good to get out there and mix and mingle with people just so you can see what else is going on out there. But that actually was enough for me for a minute, and I'm back to being on focus grind mode and keeping my circle super small. But anyways, you guys, let me know what you guys think about this growth law, and if you guys have anything to add to it, please leave that in the comment section. If you guys want to holler at me about anything, ask me any questions about this growth law, or if you just have any questions in general about fitness, health, growth, holler at me on Instagram. That's at Travelsthenix. Or you can hit me up by email. That information is going to be in the link in the description. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.